Hello, friends. Today we are going to explore whether it is possible to establish a connection between repentance, its role in the loss of Christians to non-Christian practices, and its potential role in opening up space for structural changes in governmental and social models. For example, moving towards systems that contradict the intrinsic freedoms of human beings guaranteed by Christianity. We know that there are many reasons for such changes, but among them, today we will explore one: repentance. It's easy to leave Christianity with the idea that in other religions, philosophies, and cultures, we will be happy without a sense of guilt, enticed by attractive initiation practices for those who are not familiar with them. But we must be cautious, as we are falling into something that goes far beyond that, questioning everything we believe in, and, more precisely, taking us away from what Jesus came to teach us, being the way, the truth, and the life for the world. We are talking about people who, in search of an escape route, get involved in practices that, although they may help them temporarily, due to a lack of understanding and deep knowledge of those non-Christian religions, are unaware that repentance also has its place in them. However, not everyone is the same, but generally speaking, this happens to many who want to go through life irresponsibly and without a sense of guilt, or to those who have not yet understood that repentance comes from a level of consciousness and serves as a compass for individuals. It is somehow connected to our essence, to what gives us the character that makes us human, what we call the soul, which animals lack. Repentance, while functioning as an internal compass, guides us on how to act and where we have failed, based on the principles and values established by the beliefs of our Western society. It allows us to seek ways to make amends, to correct ourselves and strive for continuous improvement. Repentance is essential and necessary, with its own place in our daily learning. And let's make it clear, we are not talking about dwelling on it, as it is vital to seek to overcome it and move forward, seeking help if necessary. So, what happens to Christians who rush to seek other practices and religions because they do not know that within Christianity itself, we have, for example, Christian meditation or repetitive phrases? They decide to embrace those imported words and sounds, called mantras, as if they were their own. It's simple. A lack of understanding and deep knowledge of their own religion makes them easy targets for other interests, as it happens in all areas of our lives. Now, it's time to compare and learn a bit about the place that repentance occupies in different religions and major philosophies. This way, we can raise awareness of why we have talked about escapism from the feeling of guilt and that it is not subject to change unless we ourselves decide to change and improve. Let's ask, how is the concept of repentance viewed from a religious standpoint around the world? Let's start with Christianity. Repentance is a central concept in Christianity, as well as in many other religions and belief systems. In Christianity, repentance refers to the act of turning away from sin and turning towards God, with the intention of changing one's behavior and seeking forgiveness for sins. Repentance involves recognizing one's own sinfulness, genuine remorse for one's wrong actions, and a sincere desire to amend oneself and live a life in accordance with God's will. It is often accompanied by acts of contrition such as prayer, fasting, and acts of charity or kindness. In Christianity, repentance is seen as a necessary step in the process of salvation and redemption. Christians believe that all human beings are sinners by nature and that repentance is necessary to receive forgiveness and reconcile with God. Outside of Christianity, repentance is also a common concept in many other religions and belief systems. For example, in Judaism, repentance, teshuvah, is considered a fundamental aspect of growth and spiritual renewal. In Islam, repentance, tawbah, is seen as a way to seek forgiveness from Allah and turn away from sinful behavior. In Buddhism, repentance, pratikramana, is viewed as a way to purify karma and approach enlightenment. In conclusion, repentance is something transcendental and inherent to human beings, and we can say that it is practiced in every corner of the world. It serves as a compass that helps us recognize when we have failed to uphold our values and principles. When we decide to practice other religions or philosophies, we must first understand that Christianity encompasses everything we might seek outside of it. Additionally, we must comprehend that it is more aligned with our culture. When we allow other religions and Eastern practices to influence us out of laziness or escapism, we are neglecting and replacing our own, without realizing that, in the end, we will inevitably become victims of our irresponsible decisions. The culture that has allowed us to become who we are succumbs to the one we are embracing, and this is linked to other social, political, and governmental systems that are completely different from the ones we have enjoyed to become who we are.